Hi, I'm Tim Souza. Tonight I'm going to be showing you a great fisher recipe. It's called Cod Veracruz. Before I start, let me tell you about a project that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be taking your recipes and reviewing them in video. So I need your recipes for that. If you want your recipe reviewed, you can submit it to me at classicooking.rocketmail.com. The email address is right here at the bottom of the screen. So email your recipes, and if I choose you, it'll be on the website. Now, let's get to the recipe. First of all, we want to get the pan heating. You want to heat this to about medium-high, and add a couple tablespoons of oil. Okay, we'll just let that heat for a couple minutes while we work on the fish. Now, you may have heard of a recipe called red snapper Veracruz. This is similar, but it uses cod instead of red snapper because I couldn't find red snapper. Okay. Now, we got a couple of fillets here, or I guess one fillet. So let's just grab a knife, cut that. Okay. Now what I want to do is dredge it in some flour. We're going to season the flour first. So I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, some salt, some ground coriander, and some garlic powder. Okay. Now let's just stir that into the flour. Okay, now what we're going to do is just dredge the fish in the flour. Oh, first we got to pat that dry so that the flour will stick. So just take some paper towels, pat the fish dry. Okay, and then we're going to dredge it. Just lightly coat it in flour, you don't need a lot. And just dredge it there, shake off any excess flour. Okay. There's a bone in there, it feels like. Let's get that out of there. One thing, the fish is not always boneless, so you want to check and make sure there's no bones. Okay. Now we got that. And we're just going to put it in the pan here. Okay, and we're going to cook that for about 2-3 minutes per side until it's done. And, you know, the fish is opaque and flakes apart. And we'll be back in a few minutes when this is done. Okay, so the fish is done cooking, so we're going to take that out of the pan. I hate it when it sticks, but that sometimes happens when you're cooking. And I'll just take that out. Well, the way it's flaking, it's definitely done. Okay. Now we're just going to take that aside and cover it to keep it warm while we're cooking the sauce. Okay, now for the sauce, we're going to throw about 1 or 2 finely minced cloves of garlic into the pan, and 1 finely minced jalapeno pepper. And just stir those around to keep the garlic from burning. If you burn it, it's going to get bitter. Okay, so just saute that a little bit until they're nice and tender. Okay, you can smell the garlic cooking here, it's great. Okay, now what we're going to do is add 1 14-ounce can of tomatoes. Now these are crushed tomatoes. You can use whole tomatoes, but you're going to want to break them up a little bit with a spatula if you use them. Okay, got those in. Now we got to add the spices. Okay, what we have is about a teaspoon each of onion powder, chili powder, cayenne pepper, and cumin. I'm just going to drop those all in. Okay, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon of lime juice to brighten the flavor up a little bit. I'm going to stir that all in. Okay. And if you like it spicy, and I do, you want to add a drop or two of your favorite hot sauce. There we go. Now we're just going to stir it all in, and we're going to let this sit and cook for about 5 minutes until it's reduced a bit and thickened. Okay, now as you can see, the sauce is thickened up, so we're just going to take that off the heat while we get the tortillas and the fish prepared. Okay, now you see we have a tortilla on each plate here. Just going to serve up some of the fish. The sauce is really smelling good. Okay, so we got the tortillas and the fish, and just spoon the sauce over it. Now this is a quick meal. This took about 15-20 minutes, you know, and the flavors are just incredible. You got the heat, you got, you know, tomatoes, you got the fish, and just comes together really well, really quick. So this is what it looks like. Cod Veracruz. Now, remember, I'm doing this video review project, recipe reviews, so if you want your recipe reviewed, go ahead and email it to me, classicooking@rocketmail.com. Address is right there. So send your recipes in, and if I choose you, it'll go up on the website. Thank you.